Damn, I'm looking good.
Hello ladies and gents, welcome to Hit the Snake! How are you all doing? Today we were playing a retro game. One of my favourites.
This video is an absolute surprise to me.
A surprise to Miss Magic Andrew.
I just took a shit and then I came in with 2 Coke cans playing lovely Mars Argo music.
And so here we are in Nukem 3D World Tour. A lot of people prefer the Megaton edition, and that's fair enough. I understand why. What happened, obviously, as everybody knows, is that the World Tour was released by Gearbox Entertainment, and then that basically took the Megaton edition off the Steam stores and stuff. You can only buy World Tour at the moment. A lot of people don't think it's worth the money, because if you have Megaton edition, you basically have a version of this. And then there's like eDuke 64 or eDuke 32 or something. Not 100% sure on it, because I've never... This is the first copy of Duke Nukem 3D I've ever owned, and you know my backstory with Duke Nukem 3D.
Yeah.
To tell all the fine people in a very quick, simple way, I wanted it, found a copy of it in Tesco for cheap, asked my parents to get it when I was about 10 to 12 years old. They went in to buy it for me, and what ended up happening was the lady at the counter said, no, this is for children, or this isn't for children, you can't get this for your son, no, you shouldn't get this. So they followed the advice of the woman behind the counter and instead got me a Star Trek game, which I hold in very, very poor estimations of how good it is in my brain, regardless of how good it is. But, so that's why I quite like that this is my first copy of it, and I don't have the same issues that other people who have played the Duke Nukem series with it.
Well, yeah, but you've played illegal versions.
Played it, but not to the extent I've played this.
Okay.
And also, I started it on, we're the second level in, because everybody always starts on the first level when they're playing Duke Nukem 3D. You always see that going down the vent at the start of LA Meltdown.
Call me stupid. What is the reasoning behind this version replacing the last version? What is the difference? What's the story?
To make money, I think it slightly gives like slight graphical updates, but they were already available with the Megaton and the eDuke. I think it's called eDuke. Basically similar enough to this true 3D thing rather than the original.
But
as you can see.
Is the same people that made the last one, are they making money from this as well? Or
No.
is it the company who actually made Duke Nukem are making this money?
No.
Well, I'm very confused.
3D Realms were the original company that
Yeah.
made Duke Nukem 3D. I assume you
I know them,
knew
yeah.
that, yeah, and
Yeah.
I know that company. Gearbox then bought the license, or took over the license. You'll find this very interesting now in a second. I'll go there in a moment. They bought the license, and basically what ended up happening was they were the guys who finished Duke Nukem Forever. Gearbox, they're the same guys now who did Borderlands.
So they actually bought
I think they bought rights to the series.
while Forever was being completed, and
Forever was never going to be completed under 3D Realms.
Okay, so then they bought that.
They bought it and said, let's finish it.
Okay,
Basically,
okay.
let's bring it to fruition, because 3D Realms were going under pretty much.
Yeah.
I think 3D Realms are still there. I'm not actually 100% sure. But Gearbox are involved in this version, and the reason they made it is because they want to make the money probably off this game, like, essentially.
And were Gearbox involved?
And they wanted to add some stuff to it, like, and I think there's some very small stuff added to it, but a lot, like LGR for example now, wasn't fond of this version, and you know how big of a Duke fan he is, and he knows a lot about Duke. He thought it was grand, it wasn't worth the money at all, he felt. And he hates the fact that Megaton Edition is now no longer available on the store. Yeah, here's the strip club.
It's my dream to be able to talk to women the way Duke Nukem does and get a positive response.
90s Duke Nukem anyway, certainly.
Absolutely. Jetpack, what? You have a jetpack?
I do, yeah. So there's all the ladies now, and they'll flash you the chests. Demonetized!
Literally.
Every time. Demonetized! Demonetized!
For every boob you see, that's $1 you lose for $1 you weren't gonna make.
What's so funny is how, like, back in the 90s, this type of like, I suppose you could call it comedy was accepted, but like these days not at all. Now with this game, because it's quaint, it's still looked fondly upon by a lot of people, but Duke Nukem Forever had this same type of, it just basically is like a 90s action hero came into 2011 or whenever it came out. I think it was 2011.
For Forever?
Yeah, for Forever came out.
Yeah, but you have the two sexy schoolgirls in that one as well.
Yeah, but just fucking but the feedback was not positive. Like, Johnny Bravo. And I don't think I've ever seen past this level.
Really?
On my own, because I've never played past this level on my own.
I've only ever seen like the first level of Duke Nukem because I had, as you know, I played it in the 90s. Like that fucking first level was free, like shareware, whatever the fucking thing is. And I always loved the Duke Nukem pistol. It was like the most square Glock.
It's so square, yeah.
It's fucking great.
Right, Holoduke can be turned off.
But then I always preferred the look of the Doom pistol. That was perfect. That really looked like the back of a gun, like.
Which?
The Duke Nukem, or no, the Doom pistol in the original. Was the jetpack always in this game?
Yeah.
And do you have the Holoduke forever? Oh no, there's percentage there. Look.
It's also quite a hard game. Like I'm playing it on medium, I think.
This game is no fucking hard game.
Ah, bollocks. This is one of the added things in the game that wasn't in.
I know what that thing is.
The rollback,
Right,
so that you're not just fucking. You can basically get straight back into the action.
Do you know what I'd love?
What?
If they made a new Duke Nukem game and they let LGR voice the character.
He'd do a good job, alright.
Wouldn't that be great?
People love John St. John though, funnily enough. The guy who voices him. He came back to redo the voices for this as well. And LGR was saying that the voice samples are actually a lot worse than the original voice samples.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
How the fuck is that manageable, like?
I don't know, he was flabbergasted by it as well.
Maybe they were trying to go for a style.
No, like as in the ones in the original game he was comparing them to, and the ones in the original game sounded perfectly pixelated in the right amount.
Let's rock.
Yeah, that I can hear that now, like.
Muddy, like I got a fucking foot for you.
That was always the funniest thing. You could just fucking leg it across the map, kicking your leg. Like.
And I think if you have steroids on, you can get some foot upgrade, and the foot upgrade is 2 feet going at the same time.
While you're running.
Yeah, so you can like be shooting a gun and kicking with 2 feet at the same time. Yeah. I remember being quite excited for Duke Nukem Forever because it was going to be my first. Duke game that I'd be able to buy when it came out, you know. So I was actually quite excited for it. Look at all the bastards sitting inside watching Duke fry.
Cunts.
Assholes. Fucking assholes.
Like I know this is the third one in the series. Like
because I had the first two as well.
I had no interest in the first two. Like they didn't appeal to me whatsoever.
Yeah, but you didn't play them when you were a kid, did you?
Never.
Yeah, you see, I played them when I was a kid and they were amazing.
Really?
Yeah,
and
they
Duke
were.
4 is shit as well. They made it like a fucking third person fucking thing.
They're not counted though in the main series, those ones. All those weird 3D ones and Duke Manhattan, they're just spin-offy ones. Duke 1, 2 and 3 are good.
This is 3. 3 is good. 3 is the best one, but 4 is shit.
Duke 2 is good as well though. And Duke 1 is brilliant. Particularly if you played it as a kid, like, you gotta remember that, like.
Yeah, because I only I had a bit of PC games
Bollocks.
when I was older, but it was mostly on the SNES, like, and then I had a couple of PC things.
Interesting thing is, as well, LGR was saying there's a lot of new weapons in this game as well. Or there's one new weapon, or maybe 2 new weapons.
Okay.
There's a flamethrower and something else. And he wasn't too, like, blown away by them either. Like, and I'd go by his kind of...
Yeah,
particularly with Duke, like, with anything else, I maybe might second guess and like to try it myself, but I was just interested that he was not enamoured by it at all. And I actually think it's quite nice, but I'm keeping in the mind that this is my first Duke game.
Yeah, you didn't play the Megaton edition.
I didn't play the Megaton edition, no.
Button up there.
Yeah, I'll shoot that button I meant there now.
Jesus Christ.
The priest. Poor bastard. And I could have been a Duke Nukem man as well, if all had gone to plan. Isn't that so typical, like?
It's just typical of Ireland.
Sorry, you can't buy this now. Inside Tesco, like. They're not supposed to care inside Tesco, like. They're a fucking food shop.
A food shop.
Yeah, like, a bunch of wankers.
I always hated people trying to
Yeah.
fucking stop you from playing games.
Yeah, they're the worst, alright.
Our shop stopped me from buying a fucking... What's that fucking shitty piss take? True Crime LA. They stopped me from buying that once.
For fuck's sake.
I remember being like, sorry, I used to be 18, and I was like, are you serious?
One of the best things that ever happened to me was going into GameStop. There was a guy, for some reason, I don't know why, maybe it was because I had long hair, and I still long hair now, but I had long hair at the time. There was a guy that worked in GameStop, and I was trying to buy a game, and the guy behind the desk was like, sorry, you're not eating, boy, not eating. And then this other guy was like looking at me and was saying, "No, it's alright, I know him, but he's 18, alright, yeah, he's 18. I was like,
He's a stranger.
who is this absolute legend of a man?
What a lovely
who
man.
made me get my can't
He's
remember.
18. He's 18.
Yeah, he was like, I'll
Oh,
vouch
shit.
for him, don't worry, I know him, like, he's 18, yeah.
What
And
a gentleman.
I was just like, thank you so much, sir.
How old were you? You're fucking him for
I was probably 16, maybe.
He's 18. He's 18.
Yeah, I think it's like he was working in there for a while, and I think he'd see me in there all the time. So he was just like, do you know what, I'm gonna cut this fucking kid some slack.
What a legend.
Yeah, he was a good dude, like,
I'd love to find out know who that man is.
I would as well. But I never did. But thank you, sir, for whatever 18 plus game you netted me that day.
7 sins.
It was probably something shit as well, yeah.
But still though, thought counts. So the story, right, of Duke Nukem.
Yeah.
Why the fuck are the cops wearing LAPD jackets?
So as far as I am aware of what the game is about, whoa.
Did they cut you in half straight away?
No, they're blowing up things.
Jesus.
You get them later on. They're like the weapons in Half-Life, do you know, the laser bombs?
Yeah, they're fucking handiest weapons in the whole world, right? They're a punch to get around, but when you get your own, you place those bad boys, you go, come on over now, here's a grenade.
Yeah. So as far as I'm aware, in 1 and 2, in 1, Duke Nukem, the aliens come down and the aliens are trying to fight. The aliens are trying to fight, basically, or get the world's women so they can impregnate the women with alien spawn, basically. So Duke Nukem battles the aliens.
Right.
And there's some bad guys, some guy's name is Doctor something. Duke basically saves the world against this, and there's some doctor, I don't know what his name is, Doctor something. And he fights him, and then in the second game he brings the fights to the aliens up in their home planet.
Oh, so you're on their planet, the second one?
Kinda their planet, their spaceship, whatever the fuck it is.
Cool.
He blows them up, and then you return to Earth, and this is where this game starts. The aliens,
Straight after.
the aliens have fought, have
following you
come
down
down to Earth to take the fight back to Duke.
But I just don't understand why they're wearing fucking LAPD.
Oh yeah,
clothes.
sorry, and because the aliens are after changing the police into pigs, like,
Right.
that's it.
Do you know what I hate?
What do you hate?
In chart music, when fucking radios banned the word suicide. Go ahead, fuck off. Oh, you're not allowed to hear the word suicide because you'll kill yourself.
Remember that? Remember that song, Suicidal?
Yeah.
What was it changed to?
So excited or something.
You get me so excited. It just some shit like.
You can't use the word knife because if you use the word knife, they'll start using knives. Oh, you can't play that game now in case you dress your pet pig up as a cop and then shoot it with a shotgun. I'm 7.
Guy waiting outside for me.
What is that?
Yeah. Oh, I think that's the bad guy in this game. He might have something to say to us now.
Lord Pig! That's a very Half-Life looking area, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
I'm glad I'm able to say things like that to you and you'll be proud of
Good,
me.
yeah, I'm very proud of you. And
Don't
you
make it
still
proud.
need to finish it. That game needs to be finished so that you can enjoy Half-Life 2. That's why that game needs to be finished.
I'm stuck in a really hard part and I can't figure it out, that's the problem.
But you've got to tell me about it. Like, maybe I can give you little hints.
It's this fucking tram part, and if you touch the track, you get fucking electrocuted.
Oh, it's a long tram part. is
And
it?
there's loads of fucking tunnels.
Yeah, you just have to keep moving in a direction for a long while. Is really all.
Oh god, it's so annoying. It's the worst part of the game.
Suicidal. It's a fucking hard old game. They don't fucking play. They play no games. Like, oh look at it, I never even noticed. Look, the hilt of the shotgun. We'll call it the hilt, even though it's not a hilt.
Hilt?
See the nuke sign.
Oh fuck it, I didn't even notice.
These usually blow open holes,
What the
and
fuck do?
there was a correction. I would imagine. So wait now, what do I do here? Because I opened all those doors.
Guys, like, all Jack's videos coming out at the moment, they were all recorded in a fucking 48-hour stint. There is some definitely behind there. Oh, I love the secret.
That's definitely a reference to Shawshank Redemption.
Absolutely.
And there's an explosion way out here now.
Oh, I hope it's like a new area.
More tunnels.
I fucking love secrets, boy.
Another one to explode now. We're in the sewers now. We're literally escaping out of the prison.
Protective boots. Look at these fucking fellas. What is that? They were ripped straight from Doom.
They're similar, alright. Like
That was like a fucking Krang.
what do they call them? The cacodemons in Doom.
Yeah. To be fair, Doom was so fucking influential that other games couldn't fuck. Scuba Gear, people couldn't fucking help it.
One of the first games that wasn't recognised as a Doom clone was this game, like.
You fucking shitting me.
Yeah. It does
the
a lot.
submarine?
It does a lot of shit different to Doom.
It does, but there's a lot of fucking things that are like, to me, this is like I know it's not true, but to me well, what is that? This felt like the competitor to Doom, even though Doom came up first. That's the vibe I got off the series. Like, to me, it felt like Doom versus Duke. Yeah, they're fucking great. Like, it's like Super Nintendo and Sega. Like, sorry, Super Nintendo, because you've been fucking hounding me about the way I say it. Super Nintendo.
He says Super Nintendo, like Super Nintendo.
Super Nintendo Chalmers, like.
Super Nintendo. But that we need to play that game soon.
What?
Flipendo.
Oh yeah. Do you know what? The funny thing is, we wouldn't be the first Cork YouTuber to do it.
Really?
Kevin is doing it at the moment.
Is he from Cork? I didn't realise.
Call me Kevin is from Cork. Yeah, I think he's out by the Douglas or maybe further out that area.
Do you think he has a big gaming collection?
I think he has a big PS2 and PS1 collection, and then the rest is all on like his Steam account.
Does he think he's older? Do you think he's older than us, or do you think he's younger than us?
I think he's maybe 1 or 2 years younger than us.
Younger?
If not the same age. Will I tweet him?
What's this going on here? Oh, I have to actually go in here and press buttons.
I'm going to tweet, call me Kevin. We're going to link him here as well. No, we're not. We are. I don't know.
Tell him we're doing a video. We are also wondering what kind of gaming collection you have, and then somehow mentioned that we are also from Cork. I know that how many characters does Twitter now these days?
Some people say that it's unlimited with tweeting, but it's absolute fucking horseshit.
No, it's not.
Yeah, because people are like, oh, well, it used to be 140 characters. Well, it still is 140 characters, but it's horseshit. People go, it's changed. Call me Kevin.
Al.
Call me
Do you know I hate that song?
Yeah, I despise it as well.
And the bass solo isn't even that cool. They're scary enough underwater. It does so much stuff different from fucking Doom. So, regale us. Have you any more information regarding the tweet that we are sending via a video that isn't even out yet?
Okay, so I'm saying, hello Kevin, we're filming a YouTube video and speaking highly of you. We're curious as to what your game collection is like. Tweet, goodbye! No, I'm crying. I live inside a man's stomach.
There was, at one stage, a Turtle TV show that was made for like younger kids, right?
Yeah.
And what happens in it is that Shredder gets killed. His head gets chopped off. And then Shredder...
You were telling me about this?
Not Shredder, yeah, Shredder, I was thinking Shredder was a rat. Shredder gets killed, his head gets chopped off. But Shredder then comes back.
Okay.
And basically what happens is Shredder is one of those Krang aliens.
What?
Yeah, that's what happens in this version of the show. I just thought it was really interesting.
That's
like
mental. And he
was a red one. He wasn't like, do you know the way Krang is pink?
Let's have a fucking look.
Yeah. Look up just like fucking, I don't know what type of alien they're called. Like Shredder, like Krang.
Great names. Were you a Mighty Morphin's Power Rangers fan at all?
I would have been into it, yeah.
I was told this by someone, I can't remember. I googled it once and one picture came up of an episode.
Right.
And since then I haven't been able to find it. And I actually feel like I've passed over into a parallel dimension. There was apparently one episode where a purple ranger came into it. And he had the diagonal fucking triangle thingies.
Have you ever looked it up?
I have. And I saw a screenshot from an episode, and since then it's been gone. Right? I'm going to Google up now again.
No, yeah, just to see, like.
Right now.
Because it sounds interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, see, look, all coming was the fucking new ones. That's not what it is like. It was like that, but that's someone for doctoring it.
Okay. So he was like the White Ranger when the White Ranger...
The Green Ranger, that's the Green Ranger's Goldie...
I've seen the White Ranger in the movie, right, yeah, he's like the Green Ranger.
Mighty
Morphin Power Rangers! This is cool now if I get picked up by this. Look at this!
What is that?
I get picked up by Claw.
Cool. Okay.
I let this one get grabbed then, is it? Doesn't grab me.
Don't grab me, boy.
Doesn't fucking grab me, boy.
I think I'm actually after stumbling across a
fucking
site.
secret site of the internet
No,
that
no.
nobody knows about, and you've gone bananas with fucking Purple Ranger fever.
This, I genuinely think I'm after coming across a website where this guy is writing a blog about how he is the Purple Ranger. And he's saying, moving to Angel Grove and new Power Ranger.
This sounds like the fucking stupidest thing in the world. I am the Purple Ranger. Do you know what that sounds like? That sounds like fucking hard netting now, if I've ever heard of hard netting in fucking my life.
Now is putting the phone away time and enjoying the rest of making the video, because now my brain is tired. There was no further updates. There was some drawing screenshots, but I remember being young, maybe fucking 1920.
The Purple Ranger was yours and yours alone.
And seeing a screenshot.
It was mine and mine alone.
I want to put forward my favourite even as part of Hit the Snake. I want to put forward my favourite Hit the Snake moment.
Right.
Which is it is the Cold Fear episode where Jack drops the keyboard and mouse.
Ah!
He lets out a yelp, which is glorious, and it comes out of nowhere. It actually frightened me the first time I watched it.
Ah!
But instead of it's so funny.
Get me out now.
What, can you die if you grow up? Oh, I didn't know that.
Inside a tunnel, yeah.
Oh, it's fucking good, because normally the game would be like, no, we're waiting out for you to get out.
And what also can happen is the lads can smush you by standing on you.
Oh, Jesus.
1 foot in the grave. Isn't he the guy that goes,
I don't believe it.
I don't believe it?
I don't believe it.
The reason a lot of people in Ireland know that joke is thanks in large part to the wonderful Father Ted.
Oh, that episode. Do you know what he'd love now? If I went over and said the catchphrase, Ted, that's such a good idea. I don't, and he says it really bad. He goes, yeah. I don't believe it. And your man attacks him.
He just digs him in the head.
Oh, that's the first time I've ever seen anything like that in a TV show. The fact that your man would beat the shit up for saying his leg.
It's such an obscure reference in the fucking thing as well. Like,
but that show was fucking huge.
1 foot in the grave, was it?
Yeah, and do you know how it ends?
Oh.
This is horrific, right? The end of the show is them as a couple driving home and they fucking crash the car into a wall and die. I'm genuinely serious. I swear to Christ.
Oh my
it's fucking
God.
horrific. It's like, I think it's either they drive into a wall or a fucking truck fucking hits them and the two of them die.
That's poor, alright now.
Horrific.
Yeah, she got up again, yeah. Shigeru Miyamoto.
I was thinking the same thing.
The lack of health situation is shocking. It's wearing me out.
These are very Half-Life looking areas. It's just mad, like, because
Half-Life essentially was the game changer, really, at the time. Like.
Yeah. And the thing is, like, Half-Life, well, I think there might be another one down there in the bottom left. To me, like, I've only played, 3/4 of Half-Life 1. But the way people talk about it and talk about this, like, this seems like a bit of fun of a game. But Half-Life feels like a fucking essential experience for gaming. Whereas you can get away with this is just a bit of a laugh, really. So hearing things like, that reminds me of Half-Life, and going, well, this came out before Half-Life, is just like, fuck, that's weird.
I need to get up to there, because that's the end button, I think.
Do you think if there was a global protest that said that all gamers in the world need to unite, no gamer is to buy any video game from anywhere until they release or acknowledge that Half-Life 3 is being made? Think it would be possible? I think it would be possible if there was a mass unition.
A mass unition.
Right, unition is a word I'm creating now here today.
I would love something like that, but I don't know.
I think it would be possible.
How am I getting over there? Like,
maybe you have to go over and shoot the button and then go across.
You make a valid statement.
Honestly, I just beat this game. That's a complete lie. No, I didn't, friend. Sidestep now. That was perfection now.
No, do you know what that was? That was perfection.
It was. Guys, you can start using perfection now as well. Do you know, like, because feck is a polite way of saying fuck. Well, you can say perfection because it means things are better than perfect.
Do you have any bullets now? No, you don't.
Do you know the only thing that I don't agree with Doom is when I think it was John Carmack said that storylines in games.
Like porno in games.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
That is. But he's the engine man, like. He's not going to care about the story.
Well, I'm sorry, John Carmack, that life isn't just big one fucking binary code for you to read.
Leave him
Fucking blonde-haired, fucking glasses-wearing cunt.
That's it. Ladies and gents, thank you very much. I like John Carmack and support everything he does in life. Goodbye! Oh yeah, like, comment and subscribe, actually. Do that. Yes, please. Thanks very much. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I absolutely love Duke Nukem. If you dislike this video, dislike it. That's okay with me as well. Goodbye!
Videos for no one watches now. Hit the snake. Looking at lovely things we have.